Alright guys, name is Tyler aka Nanogenix, and today guys well, you saw the title, we're talking about a brand new LR here on Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle, as well as a brand new app update that brought a refresh to some UI, as well as a ton of new events on the JP version. And if you are a global player, you can still tune in, still watch, because all this will hit you sooner than later too. So here we go. Let's hop in and let's talk about this really quick, and then we'll get to the LR and we'll talk about the meat of all that, what's going on with that, and all those things. So here we go. So new events. Right here is a login bonus. We'll talk about that in just a moment. Right here is basically saying that all of the events are live from now until the 1st of October. Literally, if it was or is a Dokkan Fest, it is currently live in the game. No rotation between days or anything like that. Literally live in the game right now. This is telling you that it is all half stamina, which is pretty awesome. Also, I just want to go and give a shout out right now, right here. I'll put a link to it down in the description below, but a lot of these translations are thanks to the Dokkan subreddit, which I believe it's Koala-san, I think that's how you pronounce your name. These translations and all that are thanks to him for the login bonuses, as well as talking about the LR trunks, because Google Translate is kind of weird sometimes. So huge shout out to the subreddit and him. Moving forward, a brand new kind of like story type thing. This is similar to the 2-year anniversary celebration, one-year anniversary celebration, stuff like that. It's basically 7 more free stones in the game for very minimal stamina, and we'll talk about that quickly in just a second. This is a Rising Dragon festival, double SSR rates. SRs are higher, and it is bringing with it a Dokkan Awakens for this guy, the Angry Kamehameha Goku, as well as the Final Flash Vegeta, and we'll talk about those here in a minute as well. Just trying to move through this as fast as I possibly can. This is the strangest part about the whole thing. So between the 14th and the 17th, there's going to be a physical Dokkan Fest banner, specifically to physical Dokkan Fest characters. Now, I don't know a whole lot about it. I don't know if it's going to be discount, step up, any of those things, but I would hope that it is, because a huge red flag here for me is that the fact that the characters they're advertising are Full Power Frieza and Physical Broly. I don't need either of those characters. I'm good. So I'm curious to see as to what the deal with this is going to be. But for me, I don't need either one of those, so it's something I'll be skipping. The 17th to the 20th is AGL. Again, 70% lead in Old School Rose. Rose's good. Super Vegeto's good, but more than likely, you probably have a lot of those by now. Omega Shenron and SSJ3 Vegeta being the faces of the Strength Dokkan Fest banner from the 20th to the 23rd. The Intelligence from the 23rd to the 26th. Again, Old School units, Buhan and Old School Demigod and Old School God Lead. And then God Tinks and Merge Masu on the 26th to the 29th on a Tech Dokkan Fest banner. Then move forward again, the 21st World Tournament, which is going to be on the 22nd. Then the Hope, the Future Trunks event is back. That's a good event to farm up a lot of decent items. I believe that's the one with all the training items. So that's also good. Bio Broly is back. So there's a thing, if you didn't Dokkan Awaken these guys, which I actually forgot to do that. It's a good time to do that, as well as Android 18, and there is the free-to-play Bio Broly unit that's not great, but it's still there and is free-to-play, so you don't have anything to do in the game. There you go. Metacooler event's back, which I need to take advantage of. I need to Dokkan Awaken this guy. Not till the 19th, but still, I need to Dokkan Awaken this guy on the first step of it, because I forgot that it actually requires specific metals from this event, and then Dokkan Awaken him again into his full TUR form, where I can use him on a Mono Intelligence team, and he's pretty salty. Then XP times 2. I don't know why this isn't just 4 standard when they did that for 2-year. It should, at this point, I feel like just be a 4x standard anytime they do a double or a any sort of increase to XP. This is talking about the app update to 3.7, which you guys saw in the title of the video. It did add some decent stuff here. We're going to go look at that here in just a moment, so we'll talk about that in just a second. Let's back out of this. Here's the new story stuff. It's basically just telling you that there are 7 new Dragon Stones that you can get. And I believe it looks like you can either get an item or a character or something of that nature. Again, not a huge focus of this particular video. Login bonuses as well, which are a Dragon Stone a day, so it's not like the best that there's ever been, but then there are events and stuff you can do too. But basically a lot of items and Dragon Stones each day. So let's hop out and let's go look at the UI changes. You can already see down in the bottom right hand corner here where we have Baba's shop. Immediately can go to that. The settings were on the home page. You'll notice we now have tabs. These tabs cycle us through, basically this is like the story style events, so strike events, stories, and all of that. This tab is the daily rotation event, so your orbs and anything that resets on the daily. And then this tab is all your Dokkan Fest, and I was not kidding, it's literally every single Dokkan Fest in the game right now you have access to at half stamina. And probably not that one, I wouldn't guess. Not yet. But yeah, everything else is still there and still good to go. And then they changed the story event, the actual story of the game. You click that button down there. Click here and you go to Baba's Shop, which is pretty standard. And then, which I like that that's separate from going to the actual Dragonstone tab. I like that this is a separate amount. Also, look at that crazy almost 1 million Baba points right now. Go back over here and you'll notice that there is the icon right there to go and look at the settings on your game. So with all that said, you guys saw the title. You guys are here also, I'm sure, to talk about the brand new LR Goten and Trunks. So that's what we're going to talk about right here, right now. Before I hop in, we just got through spilling out a lot here. If you're new here, consider going down there and hitting that red subscribe button, as well as if you guys are enjoying another news video. This is a lot of news lately. It's kind of crazy. Consider hitting that like button because it feels like the game is a little bit on, it's kind of simmering right now, right? It was on the fire for a bit. It was getting heated up. Now it's just kind of like, it's simmering. It's just kind of coasting along right now. You know, it's September, it's chill, all those things, but we still have a lot of news. So we just want to go ahead and say one thing as we're looking at this card art right now. I already know right now what a lot of the comment section is going to look like, and that is, why in the world are we getting an AGL Mighty Mask that Dokkan Awakens all the way into Kid Trunks and Goten that looks like they have a fusion super, so I'm excited to see this super when we still have no LR Vegito Blue. Guys, I understand that. I'm still going to put my money on the fact that this guy was probably already well developed or in the process of being developed when we got that LR election almost 2 months ago. That's probably why we don't have it. I don't know any answers other than that. So let's move through this. Let's talk about this. First, we do have, he starts out, you're going to pull him. I assume this is summonable. It sounds way too powerful to not be, but you're going to pull him as the AGL SSR Mighty Mask. Then you're going to Dokkan Awaken him into his TUR form, which will still be Mighty Mask. And on that one, we'll talk about that one just because it is a TUR. Super AGL key +3, HP attack and defense 90% up. Extreme AGL key +2, HP attack and defense 60% up. We won't go through everything else because we're going to talk about the main meat here of the video. And that is LR Trunks, Kid Trunks, and Goten, which leader skill, a Super AGL key +4. We're going to get to why that's probably the case here in just a moment. HP attack and defense 100% up. And then Extreme AGL key +2, HP attack and defense +70% up. So he's very similar to SSJ4 Vegeta in the sense that he does have a focus more on Super, but he also buffs Extreme significantly more than AGL Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta does because, I'm sure you guys are already familiar with this, but I'm still going to say it, +1 key and +50% to HP attack and defense to Extreme types from SSJ4 Vegeta, but here you're getting key +2 and 70% to AGL. I mean, you're taking a small hit on the fact that it is just 100% to HP attack and defense, but you're getting a decent amount given the fact that Extreme AGL is a solid piece to run inside of an AGL team. So passive on this guy is at start of turn, get random amount of key between 3 and 9. You're probably thinking that's really weird, but we're going to get to that in a second as well. And then attack 120% up when performing a super attack, which is solid. Super attack at 12 key, which you're going to get punished for using this one. A little bit confusing, so if anything changes, be sure to check out the comment section below, but I'm going to try and explain this as best as I understand it at the moment. 12 key super is colossal damage, own attack down for 1 turn. So if you, again, as a leader, especially if you're running double of these, you're going to be at 8 key no matter what. Then the fact that the minimal amount of the passive is going to give you 3, the minimum amount you're going to be at with this guy, if you are able to run double of him, is going to be at 11 key. Then if you're running him and maybe a Vegeta, you're going to be at 10 key. But you could obviously be sitting over that because it's a random amount of between 3 and 9. So 12 key super, own attack down for 1 turn, a 50% chance the super attack will change and add for 1 more turn defense down. My assumption is that it's going to be a fusion, and you're going to fuse in the super attack. Now again, I don't know, we haven't seen this yet, and probably by the time you may be watching this, we already know, so I could already be wrong, but I'm just going to give my assumption just to kind of put it out there. You're going to fuse, and assuming you do a 12 key, you have a chance to fail the fusion, and that's what's going to cause the defense down. Sounds like that'll be for 2 turns, and that's a 50% chance. So you're going to want to get this guy to 18 key, and at 18 key, he's going to do mega colossal damage, and for 1 turn, defense 30% up, and a 30% chance for that super attack to change, and add for 1 or more turn, increase attack and defense by a large amount. And then if you get him all the way to a super attack level 20, you get a bonus 30% to super attack. So you're definitely going to be punished if you get him between 12 and 17. You're really wanting to get him to that 18 and above key on his super attack. He is in the mixed blood Saiyan category, so he will be ran or can be ran on an Ultimate Gohan team. And his links are Innocence, Prodigy, Z Fighters, Shocking Speed, Budding Warrior, Shattering the Limit, and Legendary Power. So yeah, you really want to make sure you're not getting the 12 to 17 key. You're definitely wanting to make sure you get the 18 key. And it does sound like what it's going to be is a failed fusion type thing, because his super tech translation does appear to be fusion. So you're going to pull this guy's Mighty Mask. He's going to Dokkan Awaken into a TUR Mighty Mask, and then when you finally LR him, he's going to be a Trunks and Goten LR. That sounds like it's going to have a super tech of them actually fusing and doing something. So that's going to be really cool to see. Again, though, unfortunately, still no LR Blue in sight. So anyways, guys, that has been today's discussion over the LRs and the news. Final thing in the video, though, is that brand new Dokkan Awaken for the Final Flash Vegeta, which we knew about from the V-Jump from several months ago. And then finally, a Dokkan Awaken for the Angry Kamehameha Goku. Both of these are rebirths. They are not getting the first battle link, so they pretty much stay the same as what you saw with buffs to everything and all that. So anyways, guys, that's been today's video. As I said a little earlier in the video, consider going down there, hitting that red subscribe button if you're not already subbed. If you're already subbed, don't go anywhere, guys. We're just getting started. And also, if you guys enjoyed today's video, consider hitting that like button. Otherwise, guys, have a great day. Keep on keeping on. Nanogenix here signing off, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.